Welcome to the 2023 Automate Show. We're live here in Detroit, Michigan. My name is Nathan Nicholas. I'm the Service and Solutions Manager for McNaughton-McKay, and I'm going to take you through a walk of the show floor. There's over 750 exhibitors here today, showcasing all kinds of automation technology. We're going to walk by 4 different booths, so why don't we take a walk and get started? Just this way. Oops, excuse me. You can tell the show floor is very busy right now. Trevor, how are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Very good.
Awesome.
So we're here at the Zebra booth here with Trevor today. And Trevor, do you mind showing us around and seeing what you have to offer here at Zebra?
Awesome. Definitely. Follow me. I'll show you around our Zebra booth today. So here we have our machine vision side. So really showing our full portfolio with the integration of adaptive and Matrox.
Okay.
So kind of showing some of our full demos if you want to keep following me this way.
Fantastic.
We're highlighting our full vision without limits. So this is really just showing all the software features that are out there with our machine vision portfolio. So this is really just showing all the capabilities, applications, everything that's possible. It's like the saying says, vision without limits.
I like it.
So as you follow me, we're going to highlight our deep learning OCR. This is something that both highlights our fixed scanning and machine vision solution. So here is a simple tool to use. It's simple to set up both for fixed scanning and machine vision for ease of use.
Fantastic.
Awesome, and I'll set up a quick demonstration.
So a little explanation on what's up on the screen here. So how do you go about training this sort of thing?
Yep, so this is no training required. You just literally draw the box and it can read right out. So no training required and can go right away. So I can hit the trigger and then give it a second to load. It has your card right there, and it pulls all the characters right away. So no training, right out of the box, and it can read right away.
Oh, that's fantastic. So no training at all. This is the card that you used here. That's the card that we used there.
Yep.
Just to trigger the button, and it was able to read that.
Correct.
Not any training at all.
And this is our Aurora software platform, so this is both for fixed scanning and machine vision. So you can do the deep learning OCR on both platforms. Ease of use if you do need to start with fixed scanning and work your way up to the machine vision on these cameras.
So I noticed you triggered the camera via a button too. Is that some I/O built into the camera as well?
Correct, yep, so it makes it easy use. Just click, take the photo, and then yep, it's just a simple tool. So we want to make it as easy as possible, so that when customers want to use it, you can just drag and drop the feature you want to use in the platform as well. Okay. You can use it, you can even, if they want to test it out themselves, they can download it for free. And the emulator, you can see you can load in images. This is a great way for multiple different ways of ease of use.
Oh, that's fantastic. The software that you're showing here, tell me how that scales with the rest of your offering.
Yeah, so definitely is ease of scale. That's one of the easiest things is once you're in Aurora, it makes it very easy to keep working your way up. Same with the hardware as well. So if you want to start with fixed scanning with the OCR, you can do that with barcode scanning. But let's say you want to do OCR with simple machine vision, you can easily work your way up towards that. And we have a great demo actually over here we can show you that shows those features. So over here, we're showing off the speed of the deep learning. So we're showing the deep learning OCR on here, showing this fast speed and then printing. So it shows it reading 4 different parts of the OCR on there.
So if you had a high-speed packaging line or something like that, even with the deep learning built in, it can read at very high speeds.
Correct, yep. So if you have the packages or any kind of on assembly line, like a kind of fulfillment center, you can have the boxes fly by. You can do the barcode. Let's say you want to have a fail-safe as well. You can have the OCR as well. So you can set it for different kind of features, or you want to go off the SKU number, maybe codes. You can have it set with that OCR.
Oh, that's wonderful. I know you guys have a lot more here to show at the Zebra. So if you're here at the Automate Show, visit the Zebra booth and ask for Trevor.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Trevor. Appreciate it. All right, on to the next. So we're going to head over to the RossControls booth next, but on the way, there's a lot to see. So So if you do happen to find yourself at the show, Fanuc always does a really good job with their showcase. They're showing a couple things related to the EV battery processing lines and whatnot and where they fit in that. So if you're here, make sure you check out the Fanuc booth. Obviously, robotics being a big part of the show, there's a lot of emphasis this year on logistics and AGCs, moving around pallets and things like that. We're nearly there. They actually had to expand the show floor this year because there's that many exhibitors compared to last year. So there's a lot to check out. Chris, how you doing?
Doing great, buddy.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
We're here at the RossControls booth here with Chris Brogel. Chris is very intelligent, very knowledgeable in all things safety. So, Chris, I understand that RossControls just had their 100th year anniversary. Can you kind of tell us what's new at Ross?
Well, it's kind of interesting. You know, Ross was primarily a pneumatics company up until 2017. 2017, we launched a new line of products that included hydraulic safety and then even electrical safety. And if you look at what Ross has done during our transition, we've actually gone to products that have quick connects for people to be able to replace products quickly and easily if they fail in the field. And with the quick connects, it very easily integrates to automation products. So all of our new products that you can see on the stand here have those M12 connectors. So that's new for Ross. And then we've also added a whole line of explosion-proof valves, and you can tell that because of the red coil. So this came through an acquisition, and so Ross is expanding not only through organic growth with new product development, but inorganic through acquisitions. And this came from one of our acquisition partners. And then over here is some more new product through another acquisition that we went through called Automatic Valve. And basically, we're following the same process, all M12 quick connects. And so this is for our process industry and for our standard valve industry. So it's not just safety, it's also standard products. And just wait for a couple more announcements. We got 2 more acquisitions in play, and it's all safety related. So safety is our growth initiative in the company, and that's what's new with us.
That's fantastic.
All right, buddy.
Really appreciate your time. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by and see the RossControls booth and visit Chris here. Very knowledgeable. Always a pleasure. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Have a good show. All right, let's head this way. Another big presence this year, just like last year, is a lot of AI-based softwares and vision and things like that. So a lot more is being done with AI in the industry. All right, I think I'll walk this way. Well, this looks interesting. It looks like Mike already has the headset on. Mike, it looks like you already got the headset on. What are you playing with there?
Right, so I'm learning how to put together this four-wheel drive transmission case.
Oh, I want to make sure I don't get in your way.
Oh yeah, watch out. I can't see you.
Very good.
Right, so because we're in this virtual environment inside of the Emulate 3D model, we're able to do some things that you can't do in real life and teach operators how to do a process. So you can see here, if you look on the screen, you can see
we're seeing what you see up on that screen, right?
That's right.
Okay.
So I've got this green arrow. It's telling me I need to pick up that part, and this glowing volume here, and that's where I need to put it. So I can just reach out, grab that part, inspect it, make sure it's a good quality part, and install it into the fixture. And continue the process. So the cues keep telling me what I need to do next. So virtual, digital operator training.
So if I'm an operator and never seen this machine before, I don't need to physically be in front of the machine. I can learn about the machine before I even hit the factory floor.
That's right, before you've hit the factory floor, before the machinery's hit the factory floor. So this way.
And it's guided too, right? So it's instructing me what to do next.
That's right. It's guiding me, it's measuring my performance, giving me feedback. And these are just, this is just one of the things that you can do with digital engineering models, digital twins, right? And so I would have built this model, not necessarily for this purpose. I would have built this model, one, to create a concept of the idea that I had that I want to share with my colleagues or my customers and get everybody to understand this project that we're going to build, get everybody on the same page and reduce the time it takes for us to make a decision to move forward with the project.
So you can validate a process before it even starting to build anything then?
That's right.
Okay.
Now, because we've got this model, I'm able to connect up Emulate 3D models to real controls, to real control logic, and test and debug all of that control logic before we built that machine. Now, since we've done that activity, why not just go in and operate the machine as well and teach people how to operate the machine so that when the machine actually gets out to the floor, we're already familiar with it.
So not only can you validate a process beforehand, confirm that the design works and the process works, right? You can actually then use that to develop training for that machine for operators and whatnot when it comes time to production.
That's right. So additionally,
thank you for showcasing that, by the way. That was fantastic.
yeah, of course. That's a lot of fun. So imagine as well, I've got this digital machine that we've made. We've developed this project, we've deployed it, it's up, it's running, and then next year we're gonna make a new product. We want to retool that machine.
Okay.
So because we already have this digital asset, we've got the control logic, we've got the controls, we've got the equipment, digital equipment.
Yep.
We can modify that digital equipment without shutting down production.
Sure.
Test and debug all of our control logic and all of the new bits and pieces against that digital machine so that when we do go to shut down production, to swap out everything we need to swap out, the hard work's already done.
Yeah.
Right? We can have a very, very short cycle for that changeover.
So you could actually then take it a step further, if I'm not mistaken, and then train your operators before they even see that new model come.
Absolutely.
So they're prepared day one for that when that first job comes down the line.
That's right.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, thank you. Really
Yeah,
appreciate your time today, Mike, and thanks for the demonstration. It's fantastic.
My pleasure.
If you're here at the Automate Show, make sure you visit the Rockwell Automation Emulate 3D booth. Come see the headset, firsthand experience, try it on, have a lot of fun with it.
All right.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
That was a pretty neat experience.
So I did
Yeah, as I mentioned before, there's a lot of these small little robotic carts flying around, right? Used in production type environments to move material around for operators and things like that. A lot of those on display today. Automate also does a really good job with a lot of their theaters, so if you want to hear some speakers talk, some very knowledgeable industry experts, they have a nice Automate demo theater as well. All right, almost there. How are you? And we're going to end here at the Mac and Mac booth. So I have here with me today, I have Richard Schrade. You guys just saw an amazing demonstration of Emulate 3D wearing the VR headset over at the Rockwell Automation booth. Mike Sarvo, who you know and love, right, did a fantastic job demonstrating that. What I'd like to talk about is how McNaughton-McKay partners with automation intelligence to bring those solutions to life. And Richard Schrade here is to kind of tell us a little bit about what we're showcasing today. I know we have a live demo, right? And the idea here is that we took that live demo and replicated that in virtual space. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that's exactly correct. So this is a great application and use case for what we do. Basically, my company specializes in virtual commissioning and simulation. So anything that you want to be able to test and validate in the real world, we want to do that in the virtual world. There's several reasons why you would want to do that. It's a lot cheaper, it's faster, and it saves you a lot of time and expense during startup. So we've got a demo here from some OCR technology where if you throw a business card in, this machine will find the business card and it will read it and provide you whatever text might be on that business card. And we actually have a very similar thing, indeed the same thing pictured here on this screen. And one of the things that you'll see is that all of the motion that's represented in this digital twin is the exact same motion that you'll see on the real system. Everything moves at the same speed. In fact, it's running the same code. So if you're familiar with PLCs and HMIs, every line of code that you see in this machine here is present in this as well. If you're familiar with HMIs, you'll also see the interface here at the top left. This is where you can print a label and you can see some of the parameters that the machine is using. And if we wanted to, we could interact with this and you could see what would happen in the virtual world. Indeed, the same case over here. So you can print a label, you can put it on a business card and see how the system will react. So it's a very clear and elegant way of testing industrial automated systems in a virtual world.
So we can test PLC code ahead of actually production, right? So we can reduce the amount of commissioning time required. And if I'm not mistaken, we have a couple customer testimonials to kind of showcase some of that success that we've had, right?
We do. It's common that our customers will see at least a 50% reduction in startup costs. That's opportunity costs where you could be making your product. It's also the time and energy for people on site. So there's quite a bit of value prop from a number of different industries, including automotive. I think one of the things that's interesting here at this demo, and like you said, is that you can have PLCs, but you can also have HMIs. If you have robots, you can have robot code in there. If you have AGVs, you can have the AGV controllers, and all of these things that normally wouldn't talk to each other until you went live on site are all talking to each other in the virtual world. So typically, 6 to 8 weeks before you do an in-person buy-off, we are fixing issues that you would have normally fixed in the field. So we're finding issues, we're fixing our code, we're maybe communicating with different vendors because they misunderstood something, and we're kind of working together collaboratively, maybe at our home or in our office instead of in the field.
And you kind of help customers walk through that process, right? Because to a lot of people, virtual commissioning can be new, right?
Absolutely.
A little scary maybe, a little unknown, right? So walking a customer through what that looks like, you guys have a lot of expertise in this field, so kind of like navigating that, that's really where you bring a lot of value to that conversation, right?
That's exactly correct. While it looks simple and elegant here, really behind the scenes it's very complex. Not only do you need to know and understand, digital twin software and what that means, you also have to have controls, mechanical, operations, and a lot of different fields of expertise inside your organization, and that's what we provide, right? So we are your virtual commissioning as a service. We come in, we get everything set up, we help manage the work between you and your OEMs potentially, and make it a very easy process.
Well, Richard, you've been a fantastic partner. Really appreciate your time here at the show.
Thank you, Nathan.
And thank you. Thank you for taking this tour with us for Automate Live here on the show floor. And if you saw anything that was of interest to you, feel free to visit our website at mc-mc.com or send us an email at mcmclive@mc-mc.com. Thank you very much and have a great